Hey YouTube, right here. Alright, this video is going to be pretty short and sweet, but wanted to go ahead and make a reply. Carly decided to go ahead and ask me my thoughts on men who go ahead and hit on women that are already in a relationship, and she also asked a kind of loaded question, but I'll go ahead and answer it anyway. What the fuck ever. But that was, should MIG Taus go ahead and when they find that a woman is dating a quote-unquote beta male. I fucking hate the whole beta male thing, but I'll get into that. But a beta male and blow up the relationship to prove what she calls a pointless point to the beta male. Now, let's go ahead and kind of answer this in order. Alright. No, I am not okay with anyone hitting on anyone who's already in a relationship. Period. End of story. I've always fucking hated that. Disloyalty and infidelity and people going specifically after people to try to steal someone else's partner. Those people are so fucking pathetic, in my opinion, that quite frankly, they're the ones I would pop popcorn and watch them drink bleach. And I'd sit there and watch them writhe in pain as they died. That's my fucking view on it. I absolutely fucking hate people like that. Doesn't matter, man or woman, as I fucking said in my reply. I've always hated that shit. Ever since I was a little fucking kid. That's one part of me that's never changed. But, also, I don't sit there and look at guys who date a woman. I don't look at them as a beta. Because the thing is honestly, our nature is to find a partner. That is our nature. Part of human nature. It's not a male or female part of nature. It's just human nature. We are very social creatures. So the thing is if people are going to date, they're going to date. Like I've said before, time and time and time again. I've even gotten shit from other MIG Taus for it. If you're going to date someone, then fine, that's your choice. Just know the risks versus the rewards. That's all I'm fucking saying. And what I'm saying is there's a lot more risk for a guy who goes in and has a relationship with a woman than there is for a woman that goes in and has a relationship with a guy. Because not only can a guy end up getting physically abused by the woman, but he can also end up getting financially destroyed, socially destroyed, all of that. Whereas with a woman, it's a little bit harder for those last few things to happen, since the law is on her side. Now, as far as a MIG Tau going in and purposely busting up a relationship just to prove a fucking point, no. Let it naturally happen. Because the thing is it's kind of like, it's the same thing as when these SJW pieces of shit decide to sit there and, go around and, paint swastikas and send death threats, or, have their friends beat the living shit out of them and then say that it was someone else, or, make these false claims and all that, trying to bring attention to the issue. Look, here's the thing. If there's an issue, it's going to bring attention to its fucking self. All you have to do is just point at the naturally occurring stuff. If you have to manufacture it, there's no fucking point. There's no need to fucking manufacture gynocentrism. There's no reason to manufacture females who are exceedingly narcissistic. There's no need to manufacture any of that fucking shit. That happens every day, day in, day out, all over the fucking globe. No need to do it. So no, I don't think that a fucking MIG Tau should get involved in that shit, because not only at that point is the MIG Tau not proving a point, he's actually giving a counterpoint where people can sit there and say, oh, well look, they're going out of their way to go ahead and make it happen to prove themselves right. So that doesn't help fucking MIG Tau's argument at all. Period. End of story. That's one of the reasons why they try to conflate MIG Tau with the PUAs. PUAs are not MIG Tau. They are their own beast. They're their own level of stupid. In fact, they are counter to MIG Tau. MIG Tau is looking at women like a snake and going, yeah, let's not go ahead and fuck with that. You know? Whereas PUAs, they're looking at women as an easy fucking target. Yeah, no. Literally, those are two opposing things. So if you're going to go down that road, don't. And I'm not talking about you specifically, Carly. I'm talking about anyone who watches my videos. But the whole thing is there's no reason for a MIG Tau to get involved in that situation. He can just sit there, he can listen to the guy bitch and complain, just kind of shrug his shoulders, and then when things go horribly fucking wrong, because the odds are, things are gonna go horribly fucking wrong. Sorry, but statistics are statistics. Things are gonna go horribly fucking wrong, and again, when you look at the statistics, not only are there good odds of shit going wrong, but then, also at the same time, there's good odds of things going horrendously pear-shaped for the guy. And then the MIG Tau can sit there and go, welcome to the club, we have hats. That's about it. So no, I'm not sitting there and saying that MIG Taus should go out and purposely ruin relationships. I don't think anyone should go out and ruin relationships, because every once in a while a relationship does fucking work out. Don't fuck with that shit. I fucking hate people that fuck with relationships that are actually going well. Even if it's a relationship that was gonna break down farther in the future anyway, at least let them live the fucking fantasy for a while. Same type of thing as people that go in and purposely fucking kill a pothead's high. It's fucked up, it's stupid, and it's wrong. Especially since the cost of... Well, let's stick with the pothead analogy. The cost of that weed has already been fucking paid. At least let them get the benefit. But yeah, no. When it comes to people fucking with other people's relationships, I never say that that's morally acceptable. The only time where someone can, quote unquote, fuck with someone's relationship and it be morally acceptable is if, like, let's say, you know, that one of the two people is cheating on the other one, and you go ahead and you know, video record them out with someone else, or, you know, snap pictures of them with someone else, something like that, and then show the partner and go, look, here, do with this what you will. That's the only time where I say it's morally acceptable, because the thing is that other person has the right to know. And if you're their friend, it's kind of your moral obligation at that point. I get a lot of shit for that view, too. They're all like, well, it's not affecting you. Well, yeah, it is. Because the thing is I actually have empathy and sympathy for my friends. I actually look out for my friends. And if something's there that's going to fucking hurt them, it's kind of like a Band-Aid, you know? You know, take it all off in one fucking fell swoop. Don't sit there and just let it slowly fester. You know? Don't do that. But that's my personal view. Some people are all like, well, they'll find out eventually. Yeah, but it might be too late. I mean, they could get an STD that they'll have for the rest of their fucking life. They could end up becoming responsible for someone else's kid. while they've been lied to, and then it come out later on down the road that this kid isn't their kid, and then all that hoopla start up. I mean, there's a lot of things that can go wrong when it comes to cheating. So, yeah, like I said, that's the only time that someone can fuck with someone else's relationship on any level, and me say, yeah, you know what, they were morally in the right. But if they're fine, if neither one's cheating on the other one, no, that's not okay. And if a MIG Tau sits there and has an issue with one of his buddies dating a girl, like if he has issues with the girl, if he sees that the girl is just using the guy, that she's taking advantage of him, that sort of thing, you don't go ahead and hit on the girl and get her to cheat and all that sort of thing with you, because one, that's going to fuck up your friendship with that other guy. That other guy is then going to sit there and associate that with MIG Tau, which is going to make it the worst fucking thing ever in his eyes. And also at the same time, it's not going to prove anything to this guy about women. It's going to prove everything to him about MIG Taus. Because remember, as a MIG Tau, I've recognized female nature and I've recognized the effects of gynocentrism. The thing is if you can blame a guy, you're gonna blame a guy if you're still fucking blue-pilled. Period. End of story. If there's any way to blame the guy and let the woman off the hook, that's what you're gonna fucking do. So guess what? There's no point in that. At that point, all the MIG Tau needs to do is just sit there and look at him and go, look, dude, it really seems like she's using you. Here's what I've seen. It's your choice still, but I'm just letting you know. I don't think she's actually into you for you. She's using you as a fucking utility. That's all that needs to be said. Then when it comes out that she was using him as a fucking utility, he's going to look at the MIG Tau that told him so, and the MIG Tau's just going to be sitting there shrugging going, I told you, didn't I? And he's not going to be able to argue with it. That's the most effective way. It's kind of like tough love parenting, you know? Let them learn through their mistakes. Let them learn through the pain of it. But tell them ahead of time. Sit there and warn them what's going to happen. Be all like, look, this is what's going to happen if you do this. You're free to do it, but guess what? You're going to get fucked up. So that's how I view how MIG Taus should deal with these situations. But don't sit there and try to make MIG Tau out like these people that are just trying to steal another person's woman. We don't want a fucking woman. Period. End of story. Are there some MIG Taus that'll date? Yeah, but it's usually with the caveat of, look, marriage is never fucking happening. We're never moving into the same place. We're not spending more than a couple nights together at any given time. You're carrying your own weight. We're basically fuck buddies. That's pretty much it. And even then, most MIG Taus are really leery of that shit, because you still have the whole child support, false rape allegations, all of that sort of shit. So there's a lot that needs to be navigated there. But yeah, if you got any more questions, go ahead. But Carly, gonna go ahead, gonna ask you to do one thing. Stop trying to make it seem like MIG Taus just outright hate women. Because are there some MIG Taus that hate women? Yeah, there are. I'm not one of them. I probably never will be one of them. Because the thing is, I've known way too many decent women. At least decent as far as human beings go. Doesn't mean that I'm going to be interested in them. Doesn't mean that I'm willing to put myself at that level of risk for them. Doesn't mean that I hate women. Just means I'm not willing to take the risk of signing that fucking contract. In any way, shape, or form. Doesn't mean I won't talk to them. Doesn't mean I don't respect them. But what it does mean, I just don't want to do business with them.